Hi Virgo, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. This is for November 4th through November 10th, 2019. And I do apologize I didn't put weeklies out last week. I was getting back from vacation and I'm also in the process of moving. So I just had a lot going on. Anyways, Virgo, I'm going to pull a card for overall energy for the week for you guys. And we are under Mercury retrograde right now. So we're all being affected. Ooh, piercing the mist. Nice, Virgo. This is clarity. This is understanding coming into your world this week where we've been confused, we've been worried, our mind's been out of balance, maybe even some emotions, just potentially like rehashing things or feeling stuck, stagnant. I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to go, or just having a lot of confusion around a situation or relationship in your life. Virgo, there are answers coming in this week. Piercing the mist. You're going to start to see a way forward, or you're going to really be able to make up your mind about something, or finally see a situation or a relationship from a completely different perspective, which gives you the clarity you need to make some sort of decision, all right? So, very nice card for overall energy, Virgo. I'm going to pull another card here to go along with that. Piercing the mist. All right, so you guys have words, and if you want to read the little quote that's attached here, go ahead and pause the video. Anyways, this is the picture with words, and you'll notice there is a young child here. Virgo, I would say this week, be very careful with your words, what you say, how you express yourself, because through these realizations, this clarity that's coming in to your mind, it's going to cause you to make some decisions. And in those decisions, others may be affected. And this is not malicious energy or intent on your behalf whatsoever. You're just naturally coming into this understanding, and from that space, you know what you must do. And there's conversations that we need to have. And the way that you express to others, if like say somebody's really hurt you or you feel betrayed, you want to call somebody out on like their shady behavior, you don't want to come at them in an attacky way, even if they deserve that. You want to be like higher about it, more spiritually based about it, and like state facts like, you did this, you did this, you did this, and this is the way it has impacted me, and etc. It's more about speaking facts rather than convoluting everything with emotion. So remember that this week, if this pertains to you, this part of the message, be very careful with with your words and how you express yourself. Also, if somebody is expressing to you, Virgo, they may be coming from a very vulnerable place, and I just get the sense that you're not in the same vibe with them. Like, if they're expressing some sort of like emotion or affection towards you, it's like you're not feeling that back in the same capacity. And this doesn't even have to be romantic. This could be like a friendship or a work connection, something like that, where one person is much more invested over the other one, where like to you look at this person and you're like, oh yeah, that's just an acquaintance of mine, but in their mind, like, you guys are tight, you're close. So there's an imbalance in a relationship for some Virgos, and it's like this person's going to express some sort of sentiment to you and you don't really feel it back, like you're not in that space with them. And how you respond to that, so your spirit guides are like, be very gentle, be honest, be straightforward, but be gentle about it. Like, really think of the other person's feelings and have empathy for their position and where they stand. All this sensitivity around words, there's got to be a bigger reason for this, Virgo. So let's pull some more cards. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups, the Page of Swords. And this Page of Swords is like keeps coming out in everybody's reading. Next is the Seven of Wands. And here's that Page of Swords, that communication, conversation, the words being exchanged. Now we have the Six of Wands, the Chariot, and last we have the Eight of Swords. So this Eight of Swords, Virgo, is speaking about the mist that surrounds you, the confusion, the stagnation, the inability to know which you should do, which path you should take, etc. There it is, right there in the Eight of Swords. However, the mist is being pierced, and where we feel restricted, now we're going into this Six and Seven of Wands energy, where you're feeling empowered, you're feeling like you have the upper hand, you're no longer feeling stuck. There's finally movement with the Chariot right here, and there's happiness and there's celebration. So Virgo, this week truly is all about conversations, messages, expressions, and facts, because there is not a single cups card here. So I take that back. There is here in the Three of Cups, but this is about celebration and happiness. It's not about like emotions of like, I love you or I'm sad. It's not about that. This is a celebration, a coming together and merriment. So this communication is more of like from mind to mind, like meeting each other in the minds. It's logic, it's facts, it's truth. It's not based in emotions. It's like emotions will get in the way of the primary message, and that's why the words are so important. So when we're just stating facts for somebody, there's no emotion attached to that. But when we start saying, you know, and when you did this, it really hurt me, and then, you know, you start going off and then you're a jerk and you're this and you're that, like that's not going to do you or anybody else any good. This week is all about communication, where you have the opportunity to truly articulate yourself and state the facts and put it out there. And in that space, you're very well received and understood. Also, Virgo, there are people that will be expressing to you as well. It goes both ways. So this week, messages, communication, conversations, and very big emphasis of be gentle with your words. If you have to let somebody down, let them down softly. If you have to reject somebody, do it with kindness. Don't just ghost somebody. Don't just cut somebody off. Don't blame somebody, even if it is their fault, because in the long run, Virgo, the way you handle yourself this week through all these conversations, regardless of what they're about, there's a payoff, a victory, a reward for Virgo. And, you know, in that space, perhaps if you decided to kind of like lower yourself and become a bit like condescending or emotionally attacking another individual, even if they deserve it, like I get it, some people are really hard to deal with, it would like prevent like you rising into this energy this week. Doesn't mean you would never rise into this energy, but it's something about the way you're handling yourself. And you know, because words are vibration, your emotions are vibration, your thoughts are vibration, and you're putting that out to the universe. And even when somebody is coming at you, you know, and you decide to participate, you're participating in that lower karma, which attaches to you, and you don't want that. If somebody's coming at you in those lower vibrations, but you choose to maintain being right here, those lower energies and karma can't touch you, they can't affect you. And that's what I see is like, there's nothing worth saying this week if it's going to really hurt somebody or it's coming from a very negative emotional place within you. It's not worth saying, because the energy that it returns to you, Virgo, is nothing. You don't even deserve that. Like, don't lower yourself to anybody else. And, you know, sometimes when you have to express certain things, other people can get very triggered by that and emotionally kind of lash out. And if that takes place again, just take the higher road. Don't involve the emotions. Try to steer the conversation back to the main focal point so that everybody receives the message loud and clear. Because once emotions get thrown into it, then it's all about feelings, and feelings are attached to our own personal perception. So that's just, it's too gray area. It's too convoluted. And you need to really express, or not express, exchange information, communicate with somebody else. And it's a really good talk. Whatever is expressed here, it brings us into a place of happiness. It also, for some of you, this could just be where somebody's coming in and giving you the answer or the opportunity that you need to help move you forward, because here we're feeling stuck, here we're feeling stuck, and something about these conversations and expressions, it's stating facts for some of you, is very freeing, and it elevates you, and then you kind of feel respected here, kind of standing out. There's victory for Virgo, and it's articulating and expressing yourself in a high space, and refusing to lower yourself no matter what. It's like you will stand out. Or if somebody's really attacking you, like, they're going to apologize, or they're going to end up feeling stupid for the way they handled you, because you refuse to engage in that sort of immature behavior back. So Virgo, this week, be the bigger person, and through that, it just, there's an opening for you. There's clarity coming in, and it's almost like there's several different messages coming through for you guys, honestly. So let me pull this final card. What do we have here? A blessing on your wisdom. Yes, there you go. So most important message here is the conversations that you guys have this week. Be very empathetic, but be factual. And also in that space, don't let somebody else's emotions like make you feel bad or suck you in. Emotions don't belong in communication. They don't. It will just mess everything up. It's got to be fact. It's got to be logic. It's got to be all from the mental body, and, you know, not fearful, confused thoughts, but well thought out words and expression of the message that you really want to convey to somebody. And if somebody wants to tell you something, Virgo, again, if it's not like, oh no, be very kind in that. You're just wise, and taking the high road, Virgo, it just, I don't know, it brings about some sort of reward where you're really standing out. And there's people that's like, wow, you handled that well. Or, you know, somebody coming back to you and saying, hey, thank you for, you know, being mature and the way you handled things, and I'm truly sorry for my behavior and how I handled you. So Virgo, walk the line this week. Don't be triggered. It's all about communication and conversation. Very wise. And then kind of a side message here is like something happening in your life where we're breaking through this barrier that has engulfed you, and you finally see your way forward, or you finally have the answer or the solution. Okay, so those are your messages, Virgo. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.